Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what is this? Test 1, 2, 3.
go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, it's 7:30 on this Thursday night. That means it's time to find out if you like it or not. I'm producer Chris, and if you just watched the 7 o'clock show, you know I got left behind. They are all out live at Markhoff's Haunted Forest tonight, celebrating Halloween a little early. You know that means the Halloween countdown is officially on. So we're going to talk a little Halloween here tonight. We're also going to talk about relationship red flags, according to actress Dakota Johnson, and it may not be what you think it's going to be. We're also going to talk about if you really need to measure when you cook. That's one of our big questions tonight. So I need to know what you guys think about all these stories and more. So Jim, let's show them how to join the conversation. You see the graphic right there. We are streaming a lot of different ways to do it. If you're watching on YouTube, you can leave some comments in the chat. We'll read those coming up in just a little bit. If you're watching on our website or Fox Local on your phone and you want to join the Zoom room, I posted a link at the top of my Instagram page, Fox 5 Producer Chris. You see it right there. Speaking of Instagram, we've got our broadcast channel. That's where we post some stories. I didn't do one tonight, sue me. And last but not least, if you're watching on the Fox Local app on your connected TV, make it a 2-screen experience. Grab your phone, scan the QR code, join the Zoom room. I see some new faces in there. Roxanne, I'm talking about you. We'll check in just a little bit. In the meantime, we have to say hello to my in-studio guest host today. Please welcome reality star and philanthropist Carmen Felder back once again on this Thursday night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm talking about Halloween tonight, but I was on your Instagram page today, and I noticed you got a little, you got some Thanksgiving and Christmas things coming up someday soon. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, you know, I'm the president of 89 Ways to Give at Santana Malls. So the coming from the U, right? And he just was like put into the Ring of Hall of Fame.
Yes,
and he has this amazing foundation called 89 Ways to Give. And we're going to give back, and it's going to be in D.C.
That's what I love
So
to hear.
Thanksgiving, we're giving back at least 250 turkeys, some cooked, some frozen in case you want to, you know, cook your own stuff.
Your own, yeah.
And then Christmas time, we're going to, you know, give back and give toys. So we got to help the families.
All right. And if people want to get involved in this, how can they do that?
Go to 89waystogive.org.
Or just follow Carmen Felder on social media, and she'll have all the details on there. All right. So we're skipping ahead 2 holidays, though. So let's take
I know where you're going.
Yeah, let's take it back to Halloween. How about that?
I'm excited.
All right. Are you dressing up?
Actually, I'm going to a party this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
A vampire dinner party.
A vampire dinner party. So you'll be dressed as a vampire?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. All right. I'm looking forward to those pictures on social media. But in the spirit of the Haunted Forest and the gang hanging out there earlier today, we are going to start off with Halloween. We know it's observed on October 31st. That is Halloween, despite the fact that Carmen is going to a party a little early this weekend. But the question is, should it be on a Saturday? Always. There's been a push over the years to celebrate Halloween on a Saturday, the final Saturday in the month of October. The reason's making it safer for kids, it won't distract from schoolwork and learning, and it's a day when fewer parents are working. The cons, however, moving the holiday to a Saturday would put kids on the streets on the most dangerous night of the week, but once every few years that happens anyway. It would also ignore the holiday's religious traditions, and some say it would give kids more time to get into trouble. So Carmen, celebrating Halloween on a Saturday instead of just October 31st, do you like that or not?
I love it. I love it because I feel like we do the same thing when we do it for Easter, right? We do the same thing for Thanksgiving. I think it's so unfair to the parents. Now we got to think about the age group. When they're saying kids are getting in trouble, the 3 and 4 year olds are not getting in trouble. They're getting tired, you know?
Exactly.
So then the parents can have some wine and hang out, you know, and watch a Netflix movie or something. I think it should be on a Saturday.
I think it should be on a Saturday too. I have the exact same argument for like why Super Bowl Sunday should always be on a Saturday.
Yes.
Or they, you know, the other thing is they want to make it on President's Day weekend, so some people have off, they have the federal holiday off, and they have a 3-day weekend. Anyway, make it easier on us. No one wants to do trick-or-treating on a Monday night, do it. I think, but okay, Christina and Eddie, do you think this is more about the adults who want to celebrate on a weekend and less about the kids and trick-or-treating?
I think, yeah, I agree. I think it should be on a Saturday, and it's like the stuff you said, like the Super Bowl, have it on a dedicated date like Thanksgiving. We always know it's the last Thursday of the month. So I think it's a great idea. It should have been that way all along. And, you know, especially with the kids, they don't have to parents don't have to rush home and help them get ready and dressed up after work.
Yes.
So yeah, I love this, especially being a parent and having to do that for many years. Yeah, let's make it easier for the next generation of parents.
Yes, exactly.
Why not?
There are a
Keep
lot
it
of
on
us
the
out
31st.
there. Eddie, go ahead.
Keep it on the 31st.
Keep it on the okay, a little marital
No, Eddie.
disagreement out there. Allison, for those of us who work nights, having it on a Saturday might make it a little easier to be able to attend those said festivities.
It would, and I'm actually going to have to agree with Eddie on this one, to keep it on the 31st. For
Okay.
one, there's too many traditions that keep changing and it gets people all confused. Leave it like it was. Also, if you have it on a Saturday, these teenagers are getting wild and out of control. So they're going to want to do a whole bunch of extra stuff, and there's going to be more crime. And yes, it's going to be a lot of foolishness. I think some people mess it up for everybody. I can see from moms with little kids that would be great, but these out of control teenagers, it's just more room for them to get in some foolishness.
All right, Roxanne's in the Lion Zoom room, I believe for the first time. Roxanne, where are you watching us from tonight?
Hi, I'm at home right now in Loudoun County.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Okay.
We're talking about whether...
So I think I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I think keep it on the 31st.
Okay, well...
Keep it
Boo.
easy, keep it to the holiday. Keep it on the
I've been
31st,
outvoted.
But then I'm also like, let's celebrate birthdays.
I see. That's what I like. Okay, so I will
Okay.
say, because again, as an adult, I do like when they have those Halloween parties the Saturday before, and you get to see everybody dressed up, and then you do something a little more low key, maybe on the actual day.
Maybe we should put it on the ballot when we vote next time.
There you go, spoken like
See
a
what it
true
says.
politician. Speaking of scary things, let's talk about weddings now, shall we? Because the cost to just attend one, we're not even talking about throwing one. We're not talking about the bride and the groom. We're talking about just going to one. May make you cover your eyes. According to a recent Zillow analysis, being a wedding guest can set you back more than $2,000. We are talking about a month's rent. In a recent
Wow.
TikTok video, one woman said it this way: "Sue me. I don't want to spend $5,000 to be your bridesmaid. I'm not even sorry, because being a bridesmaid means you got to go to that bachelorette party, you got to do hair, you got to do makeup." Someone else commented, "It should not cost you more than a few $100s. This is all out of control." So Carmen, spending a month's rent to be a wedding guest, do you like
Not
this
doing
or
it.
not?
You didn't even have to finish the question. Not doing it. Okay, I lost a friend because she wanted me to fly to Atlanta. Okay, that's a flight. Then I had to get a room. Then I had to get a dress, and the dress wasn't even my color. And then I had to get to know all these other friends that I really didn't know. No, I have a budget of maybe $250.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Is there a threshold that you would set at which point you would say, you know what, no, I'm not even going to accept this invitation?
Yeah, nope.
$250.
Yep,
There it was.
$250.
Chad's in the Lion Zoom room. Chad, just attending a wedding, how much are you willing to spend to be a guest?
We talked about this last night. This is why I don't have any friends. This is the benefit of not having friends. You don't get invited to weddings. What would be our budget for a wedding? $0.
$0. Yeah,
Gas money.
Chad's a fan of the Zoom weddings that everyone was
Unless
doing.
this is one of my kids, I'm not probably gonna get COVID that day or something.
Ryan is no stranger to travel, but Ryan, how much are you willing to spend to go attend a wedding?
Are we talking destination? Because if it's a destination I want to go to, that's like a twofer.
Yeah.
So I would be willing to spend on a destination I'm willing to go to. I'd say $2,000.
Okay.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
that's
that
about
would
a
be the
month's
highest
rent.
I would go.
That's
a month's rent
the
where?
average. Well,
Where?
Yeah, exactly. Not here.
In the
Hey, this is
closet.
yeah, exactly.
No, it's got to be like the Caribbean or something.
Yeah.
Not here.
Allison, how
Yeah,
about
no.
Allison? How about you? Do you like this?
No, I don't want to spend anything to be a guest. If it's somebody that I truly care about, that I'm close to, maybe I'll spend a couple $100s, but you have to think about people that are very popular. Maybe they're going to 6 or 7 weddings that year. It's
Correct,
like,
yeah.
by the time you finish paying to be a guest, you could have put a down payment on a house.
Yeah, 100%
Oh, yeah, that's
accurate.
true.
And I think this is the sort of thing that a lot of bride and grooms need to kind of take into account when they are planning these weddings, how much it is costing people to celebrate with you. And as a result, either maybe pare down that guest list or just kind of
Who has a lot of friends anymore, Chris? Do you have a lot of
We
friends?
had a conversation
I got
about
about
this.
5.
We had a conversation about this last night about how it's harder to make friends as you get older, and I said, yeah, I am also just more. I'm more happy to spend time by myself these
Could you
days.
even fill a church?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
To be honest with you, at my wedding, which was only a little more than 2 years ago, the majority of people that were there I was related to. And I
Okay.
actually had to have no kids at the wedding because that would have made
yeah.
And that became a whole thing too. We don't have to talk about that. But
Yeah.
speaking of relationships, let's talk about actress Dakota Johnson now, because she is sharing her relationship red flag. And I was a little shocked to see this one. According to the actress, who you may know from things like 50 Shades of Grey, she says men who wear flip-flops, the top of her list of red flags. She says, in fact, she told Vogue, you should, quote, run from guys who rock the footwear. She's also no fan of men wearing cologne. So, Carmen, men in flip-flops, do you like it or not?
Are we talking about the slide-ins or the flip-flops where it goes in between your toes?
Either one.
Well, it depends. Do they have ashy, like, bunion-looking toes? I think sometimes, especially when a man plays basketball or sports, they do so much they want to take off their shoes, and I've seen them put on like flip-flops and sometimes sandals. That's totally understandable, just like a woman wearing heels. But you got to take care of those things. If you're not
Can't have
taking,
jacked up
do you
feet,
have
is
some
what
good
you're
ones?
saying. I get pedicures every
Okay,
now
okay.
and then, yeah.
I didn't
don't
say
think-
that. I said, do you have some good ones?
They're not the worst. They're not the. Trust me, I've seen worse feet out there. I'm a soft guy. Roxanne, what do you think? Are flip-flops inherently a red flag?
I don't think flip-flops are a red flag, but I do think it depends on somebody's feet. So if you've got some janky feet, you should not be showing them off.
I agree
Facts.
100%. Christina and Eddie, are flip-flops a red flag? And what would you put at the top of your list if you were asked the same question?
Red flag.
Why
Red flag.
though?
No,
That's 'cause he got some
thongs
bunions.
between the toes. No. Why? Else you're swimming in the pool. No thongs between the toes. Now, I give you a good red flag. If you go somewhere and you hear someone dragging their feet, run.
Ooh,
People that drag their
I don't
feet,
like
they're
that.
too lazy to pick their feet up. They're too lazy to do
Interesting.
anything else. That's your red flag.
But why are flip flops a red flag? That's the part I don't understand.
Nah.
Does it just mean they're laid back? They're too laid back? Is that the issue?
I don't like it. No.
Doesn't like it.
I don't know.
Allison,
It depends on the situation.
Okay, that's exactly what I was going to say. Allison, to me, it depends on the situation. If you are meeting at a beach bar and someone shows up in flip-flops, I think it would be totally different than if you had planned date night and they show up
Right.
in flip-flops.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I was thinking also the same thing that Christina was thinking. It's like your type of lifestyle, because depending on where you are and how you live, like if you're in LA walking around with flip-flops with a chill life, then maybe you're just laid back. But do you
That's
wear
true.
like, Stacey Adams sometimes, or some nicer shoes? Like, are you a businessman? Do you know how to get dressed when we go out? Like, I think if we would have heard more about what her reasoning was, then we would understand that. But I'm thinking more lifestyle. And if a man is with me, no matter what his foot situation is, I am a nail technician. I will take care of my man's feet.
Okay.
So anybody that ever wanted to act right with Allison, you will always have good feet.
All right, that's what I love. That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear. All right, for this next story, we need to bring in a little extra help. Fox 5 Weekend Live Zone host and reporter Saida Abbas joining us now live. Welcome to Do You Like It or Not?
Thank you. Happy to be here. Hey guys, this is a fun little party going on over here.
Yeah.
It's always a party over here.
Well, we want to talk about, do you like it or not when you see your favorite celebrities or favorite influencers promoting a product? Do you buy those products?
I'm a sucker for it, 100%. But admittedly, it depends on who the person is and what it is. When it comes to like clothes and they are a fashionable person that I follow, 100% yes.
Well, yeah, I think when you think about it, you kind of go to the OG Kylie Jenner in 2016 when she was King Kylie, right? And she told everybody that she's launching these lip kits and her lips got bigger because of the lip kits. But of course, later on we found out it wasn't just the lip kits. She was getting some extra
Little
help there from the
surgical
doctors.
enhancement.
But again, like that was a good example of like people seeing, oh, Kylie's doing it. Let me buy this lip kit. So I don't think I would do that. I always go for recommendations from friends who have tried products. What about yourself?
No, I don't. Recommendation from friends. Friends are not like me. What I won't do is buy it because it looks great on her lips because she's got her lips done. Or
Yeah.
if a woman has full lips already, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, my lips are going to grow. I actually have really nice lips. But I would say, like, if she has a really nice body and I'm like, oh, I want to look the exact same way, and my body's not that type, I wouldn't do it. So it really depends on what it is. Is it seasoning? Because seasoning I would buy, but not something that I'm trying to mimic.
Exactly, like not a powder,
Yeah.
not a lip kit. I think if I see, like you said earlier, like a coat on your favorite celebrity, like Sydney Sweeney, I'd be like, you know what, I want to buy that coat, but not makeup, not like a weird ginger tea.
A lot of people bought those Sydney Sweeney jeans. Christina and Eddie, so I'm going to add one caveat to what I said before, and that is if a celebrity who is like known as like a high fashion model releases a line with like Target, then I'm more inclined to go shop for it when it's more like on my budget and affordability level.
Yeah, I would say that, and I think it depends on the product. Like we were saying, for example, like I think J-Lo has great skin. Or even Beyonce's hair products. Like,
oh yeah.
So I think it just depends on what it is. I might be influenced or interested in it a little bit more because I like their style, like their hair, their face. Their face looks really good. So, I think I'm a little influenced, but not. It's gonna take me a little bit more to actually go and buy it. So, I'm intrigued. Let's say that I'm intrigued.
If a man throws down a suit or throws down his clothing, I'm all in. I got you. If I'm like, wow, you threw that down, I can see me in that. I don't mind. I get it.
Yeah, that's basically every time I look at Guy Lambert's.
Oh, Guy is great.
Page.
Yeah.
Highly influenced.
Yeah.
And shout out to Guy because he always tags whoever is styling him.
Yes, he does.
Roxanne, how about you? Are you easily influenced, and do you shop for things that you see celebrities hawking online?
No, I'm not, but I do agree with you about the Target situation. It's easy when you're walking through Target just to grab something, and the next thing you know, you've got things that you didn't need.
Yeah. Now, Chad, on the other hand, we've seen his collection of all kinds of knickknacks and crap. So Chad strikes me as the easily influenced type.
You're wrong, Chris. You're wrong. No. So when I see like Will Ferrell hawking like cash back points for his credit card, Will Ferrell's is worth like $500 million, or like LeBron James and Kevin Hart trying to get me to bet my money. They're worth $1 billion each. I find it to be off-putting.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
I get that.
Yeah.
Now, Ryan's another guy, he's got his records, his rarities, and his collectibles. If a celebrity is endorsing it, do you like it or not?
Not a celebrity, but I get caught up in the TikTok purchases.
Okay.
Oh my
so,
God,
regular
me too.
people will catch me on TikTok. I mean, I just bought something yesterday from TikTok. So, carrot peelers, potato peelers, things like that. Yeah, that gets me.
So like life hack type stuff. I get
Yes.
that. Have you ever done the live stream shopping on TikTok?
Yes, I have. That's that gum I gave you, Chris. Remember I told you it was like the most expensive gum?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay. All right. Well,
I
Ryan,
need some.
we're learning a lot about Ryan here tonight. All right. You can keep the comments coming on all of these stories and more over in the YouTube chat. We'll check that in just a second. Coming up next, though, we are talking about Robin Hood tipping. Robin Hood tipping and whether you like it or not. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Do You Like It or Not on this Thursday night. We are here in studio as the rest of the Like It or Not team, the 7 o'clock team, enjoyed a little time out at Markoff's Haunted Farce. Markoff will come and decorate our studio for the Good Day Halloween show, which is coming up next Friday on actual October 31st. And I'll be honest with you, as the former producer of that show, that is why I think Halloween should always be on a weekend, because having to produce and do that show on a Monday and then come to work on Tuesday was the absolute worst. We got a couple comments in YouTube from prolific YouTube commenter Laura. I don't want to go to weddings, but one of my friends is getting married soon and I will go. I'm probably in it, so I think I have to. Also, this is the first and only wedding I will go to as an adult because I have so few friends. Now, Laura agrees with Dakota. No man's feet and no cologne. It always smells bad and is probably used to cover up when they don't shower. Interesting. Stacy was also in our Lion Zoom room chat, and she said, keep Halloween on the 31st. She also said she was not camera ready. I'll be the judge of that. I'm sure you look amazing. All right. In the meantime, that was Jim on the sound effects. Let's talk about self-driving cars. You guys may remember, if you watch this show regularly, that Jim Loke took a little ride in a Waymo during a trip out to Los Angeles last month. And it looks like self-driving is the future of the automotive industry, at least for General Motors. GM just announced plans to introduce an eyes-off autonomous driving system. It would be the first commercialized self-driving car that legally allows drivers to travel in their vehicle without keeping their eyes on the road. The eyes-off system will allegedly be available in 2028. So Carmen, do you like this or not?
No. No, computers are already taking over. If I say something near my phone, next thing I have a list of things coming on my feed. I don't feel comfortable with that. It's almost like the Surgeon General's warning. Like they have to study it for a certain amount of time, right? And then maybe, after, the crash dummies, which would not be me, figure it out.
Well, that's what those Waymos are, and they're allegedly coming to DC too. My hot take on this is every car should be self-driving and automatic, like computerized, or none of them should. It's the in-between. I don't want to be in a self-driving car while other humans are still on the road.
That makes sense.
Humans are unpredictable, at least if the robots are doing everything the way they're supposed to and designed to, fingers crossed. Anyway, that's my hot take. Roxanne, what about you?
I'm down for it. I think that as long as it gets me to point A and B and we're safe, then that's all that matters. Carmen, we're going to get in one.
Yay!
Christina and Eddie, more time to text, I guess? You don't have to look at the road?
More time to text.
Maybe not yet. I need to see some proven data, some folks using it for a while. Let's see how this goes. The accident rate is low.
Right.
and then maybe yes.
I agree with you, Chris. Like, it's all or nothing. We all doing it or we all not. So I agree with that.
Allison, how about you?
Never. I don't ever want to be in any kind of vessel that I cannot control. I just don't want to do it. Never.
Now, see, this would basically just be like individual passenger trains. So like if they figure out the technology, so it's like it's on a track almost, then I'm totally on board with this. I do think there is a way to do it. But Ryan, as a frequent traveler, do you like this or not?
I have already seen a Waymo in Lorton, Virginia.
Have you?
So I've already seen one, yes. No, I don't really like it, though. I'll be honest with you. It makes me nervous, to be honest, because I'm like you, Chris, that in-between period where you got humans and robots, and they're both trying to figure it out, and that kind of worries me.
Yeah, I agree. The other thing I will say, the last thing I'll say about this is I also feel like sometimes driving is my chance to tune out and space out a little bit. Not space out on the road, but, put my phone down, ignore the distractions. And I do think that if we are all in a world where we know that we could be working while we're commuting at the same time, it's going to become the expectation. And we're already all working too much. Let's talk about tipping now. We've talked about tipping a lot. We've talked about how people are over tipping, And I don't mean like over tipping, being too generous. They are just over tipping at all. And that has led to a phenomenon that New York Magazine is dubbing Robin Hood tipping. The tipping Robin Hoods. If you're not familiar with Robin Hood, his whole thing was robbing from the rich and giving to the poor. And this is kind of a modern take on that, because apparently what is happening is people are going to, let's just say, a coffee shop, and they get that prompt on the tablet to leave a tip. They've just paid. They don't feel like leaving a tip. They walk away from that screen. However, the screen is still up. So the person behind them in line says, all right, well, I guess I will tip on their behalf since they chose not to, and they press the button to leave a tip. Now, I have never seen this. New York Magazine says this is becoming more of a thing, though, when people are like posting about it when they see it. So, Ryan, do you like the idea of Robin Hood tipping or not?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. No.
Now,
I probably don't like the idea.
If someone did it to you, do you think you would even catch on that it happened?
I don't know. I hope I would catch on, but I don't know. Would you catch on?
No, I haven't balanced my checkbook in probably 30 years.
That's because you got so much money in there.
That's why I do that little
that's
line,
certainly
Chris.
not the
I draw
reason
a little
why.
line when I tip. Like,
What's-
I make sure they can't add an extra zero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that has happened to someone I know before. Chad, how about you? Robin Hood tipping. You seem the type that would dole out your own form of justice and make sure that that barista got that tip.
I probably would, Chris. I probably would. I would do it, I think. I don't know. I like to steal.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I wasn't going that far, but yeah. It's,
Hearts. Steal hearts. I don't know.
Steal hearts.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would catch it either, though. I don't think if somebody did that to me, I don't think I would catch it. I don't like you, Chris. I don't remember seeing a checkbook once. I don't even have a checkbook.
Yeah.
Do people balance their checkbooks?
Not me.
I don't know.
If somebody added
Cheers.
20 cents to an order that I did, and I wouldn't catch it. Let's just be serious. I wouldn't catch
But we're not talking about 20 cents. We're probably talking about $20.
It depends on how much, what you can get away with. All right, let's head into the kitchen now. This is going to be our final story of the night. There are two types of people when it comes to cooking. Are you a cooker? Are you a baker?
When I need to.
When you need
when
to.
When my stomach is touching my back.
Let
that's
her cook.
when I'm a cooker.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so the two types of people in the kitchen are those who measure ingredients and those who do not. And that is what we are talking about tonight. Over on TikTok, the nonchalant attitude towards measuring has become a trend, especially as it involves the ingredient of vanilla. So this is specifically bakers. These non-beginning bakers say instead they measure with their hearts. But overall, when you're cooking, are you an exact measurement type of a person, or are you a guesstimate, eyeball, I'm sure it'll be fine type person?
I'm a dolloper. A
Okay.
dolloper, a sprinkle, so no measuring
measurements
at all.
whatsoever.
I mean, if it calls for something, you should be able to have a good eye. Mm-hmm. Unless I'm really trying to impress somebody,
Okay.
like a man or something. Then I might do that. But if I'm just trying to, you know what, I'm going to just do whatever I need to.
I'm not going to dirty any more dishes than
and
necessary.
cake, though. Cake you have to measure.
See, that's the thing. Baking is a much more... Christina and Eddie, how about you guys?
I'm the cook. I'm the cook in the household. I'm like Carmen. Like I'm not really. I'm eyeballing it. So if it's a recipe I know and I make it all the time, I don't need to measure it. But if it's something that I haven't made before, it's a brand new recipe, I might go ahead and follow that just so it turns out the right way. So yeah, if it's something new, I haven't made it, I'm gonna follow and measure.
Chad, are you measuring your macros and all kinds of crap? Oh, we lost you. Stand by. Here we come.
After I gained that quarantine 30, and at that point I did measure, but that's the only time my entire life I measured. But no, I just kind of eyeball. I do eyeball.
All right. Well, thank you to everyone who joined us in the Lion Zoom room tonight. Thanks, Roxanne, for joining us in the Lion Zoom room. Thank you, Carmen, so much. Thank you, Saida, for joining us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night, Friday, same time, same place. For producer Jim, I'm producer Chris. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
So it's Baby Thursday.